momentarily be having some speakers come up and say a couple words. Then we will, after that is done, we will have our moment of silence and then start marching down Ardmore Avenue up to Lufkin Park, and then we will be directed by law enforcement back here to the Willowbrook parking lot.
I'm the first speaker, so hear me out. Like, give me a chance. But I want to thank everyone for coming out. Like, it doesn't matter if it's 20 of us or 200 of us. It all means the same. We're all protesting the same thing, and it starts in the individual. So I really want to thank you guys again for coming. If this slows down and the protests, aren't as prevalent in the next couple weeks, next couple months, it's okay. It is still our job to spread the word and let the news, go to everyone else. We have to inform everyone. And some people, they won't change their mind, but the majority, if we can get the majority to get all in the same plan, all unified, we can do what we need to do. Also, we have a voters registration table, which again, the protests are right now to get information out and to let everyone know this is what we're voting for. This is what is important right now. The after is the voting. So we all need to go out in November and vote. To be honest, I don't even care if who you vote for. Too many of us decided to skip the last election, and we see where we're at now because of it. So we all need to vote. You need to make sure you hold yourself accountable, your friends accountable, your family accountable. It all starts with you. There is literally no us without you. So that's kind of my main thing. I also want to say that, again, you just need to make sure, if someone or a family member is saying something or believes something, you don't have to just completely, destroy their lives and go crazy on them, but just tell them your standpoint, tell them your opinion, tell them the correct way of doing things, and eventually enough of us will, where instinct will tell you this is probably not the ideal that is the right ideal. So that's kind of mine. Again, thank you guys so much for listening, and thank you for coming here. Peaceful is what we needed. Peaceful is the only way we'll pass.
Everybody, my name's Joe. I come from St. Charles. Obviously it's a really, really white area, a lot of rich people, not really much diversity there. West Sacs, I go to school there, or I went to high school there, and you see racism in there every day, from kids there just not being educated, kids doing, dumb shit that their parents tell them, dumb shit that they see on the news, They don't understand, they don't realize, the problems other people are facing, because, people where I'm from, they're privileged, they don't understand the day-to-day problems that so many people in this country face. And everyone wants to say it's political. Everyone wants to say, oh, the Democrats do this, the Republicans do that. This is not a political issue. This is not politics. This is humanitarian. This is civil rights. This is civil liberties. This is how we treat people as human beings. I don't give a shit if you're Republican. I don't care if you're Democrat, if you're liberal, if you're conservative. You can't just say, I don't agree with this because of my politics. I don't agree that black people deserve equal rights because of my politics. I don't agree that police should stop beating and killing black people in the streets because of my politics. That's not what this is. This is not a political problem. This has nothing to do with the politics of this nation. This has to do with humanitarian issues and rights, and everybody deserving the same rights as everybody else. This is civil liberties. This is things people have been fighting for hundreds and hundreds of years, and it's still not good enough. It's still not good enough. I got people, sliding up on my social media stuff, calling me a clown, calling me a dumbass for protesting, saying this doesn't do anything. Look at all the things this has done. Look at all the change that has come in just 3 weeks of this. But it's not nearly enough. We've had a lot of change in the past 3 weeks, but it is nowhere close to being enough. So keep doing this, keep fighting. I'm not done, you guys aren't done. We have to keep doing this. This can't be a Twitter trend. This can't be something that comes up and it's popular for everyone to do this. Everyone posts those black squares on Instagram. Oh, it's just a fun trend to do. That's not what this is. This does not stop. No one can let this stop. Everyone here has to keep this going. Thank you.
Who do you protect? Who do you protect? Who do you protect? Who do you protect? Who do you protect?
Good morning.
have the awesome responsibility of being the president of the DuPage County NAACP. I was honored when I was asked to come out and speak today, even though it's short notice. I did not want to miss the opportunity to speak to you today. First of all, I want to thank everybody, the organizers of this event, great event. Today, as I stand here, another black man was killed by the police in Atlanta, Georgia. He was running away from the police when he was shot. In the future, there'll be people that'll question change concerning demonstration and dissent in this country. And what we do today and tomorrow and the next day will be defined by these demonstrations. I've been an activist for over 40 years, and there's been many people moving along, keeping things moving. There will be an attempt to make this a non-era. People that will make you feel that nothing is happening, so let's do nothing. But as I look around, I can see that change is in the air. We must understand when people make you feel as though this is a non-era. You must recognize it for what it is and continue to fight. Historians of today are reviewing what happened and recounting what happened in the 60s and comparing it to the groups today. It all really boils back down and is linked to the NAACP, and we've been around for 111 years and have over 500,000 members. My mentor, Gil Scott Heron, writes, "We believe in our convictions and have been convicted for our belief, bound by the Constitution and shot down by the police. I've been billed by the Bill of Rights and treated like I was wrong. I've become a special amendment, which should have included me all along." It says, all men are created equal. Well, no amendment needed there. Our people have contributed in every field, including cotton and Washington Square. We've been hoodwinked by professional hoods, and our ego has gotten to me. It'll be all right. Just keep everything cool and take all these people off the street. We'll settle all these things at the conference table. Just leave everything to me, which gets me back to my conviction and being convicted for our beliefs. I believe these smiles in three-piece suits with gracious, liberal demeanor will try to take your movement off the street and take us all to the cleaners. In other words, don't let up the pressure. It is all part of their plan, and every day we allow it, it's playing right into their hands. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Breonna Taylor. Breonna Taylor. Breonna Taylor. Breonna Taylor. Breonna
I
Taylor.
do want to take this next moment to take a moment of silence for the exact duration of time that George Floyd was on his ground in his last breath. And I hope that we could all think about and take from what the speeches we heard today, feel those emotions, and realize what that next step will be in this time. So if you don't want to kneel, if you want to stand, feel free, but we're going to take a moment of silence for 8 minutes and 46 seconds.
Black Lives Matter! 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 Black Lives Matter!
Because this is a day that not only current students, but graduates, family members, and community come together because we know who we are as a school and who we are as a family. And when our family hurts, you come together. And when someone hurts the family, we find ways to protect one another and support each other. And I can't thank Nate enough and his team for putting this together, for wanting it to be at Willowbrook High School, because it speaks volumes to who we are as a school and as a family. Many of you may not know that, but if you look around, there's nearly 30 of our staff members that are here today. Our own superintendent is here. He made sure that this could happen. He made sure that everyone could be here and a part of this. But the most important part is that you're all here. You're all here to make sure that your voice is heard, but you're also here to make sure that we take action. Too many times there are systems in place that keep people down, hold them back. We pride ourselves in thinking we're a place that's not about that. But we've got a lot of work to still do. And we're just getting started. And it's because of all of you that we will continue to do the work. I also not usually one that's short on words. But Nate said them best already. He really did. He spoke volumes for who all of you are and what we stand for. So I want you to thank him again, and all of you and yourselves for being a part of this today. We will always be one school and one family.
No justice, no peace.
you want to get involved more with the NCAATP, we have gentlemen, we have people here that you can talk to get involved. If you have any questions or concerns and want to just know or speak personally to me or any of the other organizers, please feel free to stick around and we can talk and find out other ways that you can help and how you can leave here today better than when you came. Thank every single one of you. You did the hardest part and you came out and took the first step.